Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. What's it all about? Alfie, yours truly. Alfie is here. So, we're going to get started with our session on tonight, lesson 3 in Fall in Love with You series. We're going to take it all the way to the end of the year, and hopefully, you guys will comment and let me know how this lesson plan has helped you, inspired you, uplifted you, gave you some clarity on some of the issues that you may have had in your life, or you may have had an aha moment. Well, nevertheless, we're going to be starting with lesson 3. Not going to be before you know, probably will be out of here in 5 minutes because I have some other projects that need my attention prior to midnight. So, with that being said, fall in love with you. We're going to talk about something as simple as keeping your word. Wow, that's a big thing. Keeping your word. Let's meditate on that one. Let's fall back with that one. Keeping your word. Can people count on you? When you tell someone as simple as you're going to call them back, do you call them back? Simple as I'm going to get back with you in a couple of minutes. Does that couple of minutes turn into minutes, hours, days, weeks, months, years, and you haven't responded? And then you wonder sometimes why you get shady, unreliable people, because I know that the Bible says, as a man soweth, that shall he also reap, but also there are universal laws that are in effect that if you treat someone shabby, you might not get treated shabby by that person, but you'll get treated shabby somewhere else, whether it's in business, on your job, at church, family, work, professionally. It's going to find its way back to you. So, what I'm here to tell you is let's begin to be a person that can be counted on in order to be counted in. No one can count on you until they can count you in. God, I felt you on that one. And so what happens is when you don't keep your word, you're not reliable, someone can't rely upon you. When you are looking for a partner, energetically, you're only going to pull to you on the level in which you're pushing out to people. So if you what with people, you gonna get somebody what. It's very hard for someone that is what gonna find someone stable, committed, loving, you know, truthful, honest, integritous, because that if you do, you won't be able to hold them for a long period of time because energetically they will not be attracted long term to be in that type of sustained relationship with you. That's a lot to say. That's a lot to say. So as we are closing out the year and you are looking at what's around you or what's not around you, first lesson we did, we said, let's be truthful with ourselves, get to know yourself, know what you like, know what the colors, know what foods, know what your temperament is, know what your favorite outfit is, know what style that you can work with, know what everything about you. Get back to knowing you, not the you that someone defines you as when you were in a relationship with them to make it work well for them, but the you that God made, the you that God made. That's where I want you to go visit and go meet that person that you have chameleon yourself into to be all these things for people that were only temporal. And now you left with a permanent imprint of someone that you don't recognize, want to be, or want to care to know. So that was lesson 1. So now we're in lesson 2 for tonight. Keeping your word. What does that mean? Being there and showing up, um, being being there for your family. My family could tell you, no matter how tired I am, if my family calls me and say, "Sis, I need you," or my mom's calls me, "I need you," I'm right there. Whether I worked all day or not, I'm right there. Because family component is important. And not only that, when I expect, and so for me, when I expect stability in people because I'm stable. So I don't like shadiness. I don't like, you know, you say you're gonna call them and you're not gonna call because automatically that throws a red flag. Oh, I can't trust you with just a phone call. So you know I'm not gonna trust you with me taking me nowhere because you can't remember to pick up a phone and call someone. And let me say this. And for those of you that have cell phones like myself, I have a cell phone and a house phone. It is very alarming to me when I see people walking around with their cell phone in their hand and they'll tell someone, "Oh, I didn't get your call." You didn't get a call? You can read, you can see, you can hear. You might not have gotten a call right then, but eventually, if someone texts you, you did see it. So let's be honest enough to say you weren't on my priority list. I know that's, but see, I would say a sister like me would tell you that. Like I saw it, but you know I was gonna get to it. That's just me, personally. I would tell somebody that, look, you know, you won't on the to do, you won't on the top 10, and when you make up lies, because me, I'm honest. I will tell you, look, I saw it, I was getting to it, you know, I had other obligations, but guess what? I got to a couple of days later, hey, I was busy. That's me. No, you weren't on my top 10, but I did get back to you. Now, for those of you that dismiss and you see a text, you see a Facebook message, you don't know. Everything is not a booty call. Everything is not, do you want to hook up with me? Some things could be business opportunities, opportunities for you to grow as a person, preaching engagements, speaking engagement, business engagements, platforms for you to envelope who you are. And when we look at people and we say, oh, they don't serve me a purpose, so I'm not going to call them. They're not on my, you know, my status quo. You miss opportunities that your potential partner could be somewhere, your a breakthrough information, insight, gems that you were looking for to push the God plan that you have along. So, what I tell you is when you keep your word, there are blessings in keeping your word. There are opportunities in keeping your word. And only the devil makes you trivialize people, places, and opportunities. Because just because, let me just say this to you, and then I'm going to get off. Just because you don't want something or someone, that doesn't mean somebody else doesn't. Let that say lie for you. Just because you don't want it, that don't mean don't nobody else don't want it. That's just you. Just because you're not feeling a particular person, that doesn't mean you have a right to decide for any and everybody else. And so, what I will tell you this, I have seen brothers, I have seen women have people in their surroundings and misappropriately handle them. And then, as the person begins to progress and move forward, then they sit back and tell, well, she liked me first, you know, he liked me first, and she. But it doesn't matter. You still lost, boo. Whether they liked you first and they made the advancement and you didn't move on it, boo, you still lost. Let me explain something to you. In every loss, there's a winner. Every loss, there is somebody that wins. Every loss, there is someone that wins. So it doesn't matter. When you don't, when you miss, when you don't keep your word, when you don't do what you're supposed to do, God is not going to allow opportunities to keep sitting and waiting for you. It's sitting waiting for you until you decide, oh, I'm gonna just do this person. They not a restaurant where you just have it your way. They have feelings too. If you ain't feeling, God is going to dry their little heart up, and they're going to mosey on about their way. And then you just going to have that sad testimony. Oh, she liked me first. He liked me first. But baby, you still lost. Because if it didn't matter, why even bring it up? That's just something for you. I'm getting ready to go because I have other things I have to do. Because guess what? I'm keeping my word. Well, Facebook, this is lesson 3 on falling in love with you. Fall in love with you. Keep your word. Keep your obligations. I'm just going to put this disclaimer out there. Keep your obligations to yourself. Oh, God wanted me to say this before I get off the phone. Get off the line. The reason why we put other people before ourselves is because we keep our word to other people and we fall short on keeping the word to ourselves. So subconsciously, they are more important to us than we are to our own selves, because we go out our way for other people, but we will not go out our way for ourselves. Let's stop that. Let's fall back in love with you. I refuse to give anybody anything that I don't give myself. You ain't getting it first. I'm getting it first. If it's me, the producer of it, I'm getting it first. How about that? How about that? I know that sounds selfish, but you have to learn that self-love. We're going to talk about that on tomorrow night. I got to go. You guys have a wonderful evening, and thank you so much for tuning into my channel. What's it all about, Alfie? If you like what you hear, subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow night. Be blessed. Until next time.